Good morning.
Hello.
Merry Christmas. Blessed Yule. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate, wherever you're at. Thank you so much for being here. And yay. We're like ready to make with the merry. Big time. At least I am. I got enough merry going on, I think, for all three of us probably. Probably been annoying the crap out of everybody. Spent 3.5 hours, 4 hours last night on live stream wrapping presents.
Yes you did.
So that was fun. I started wrapping presents and then decided to I was putting on the Sounds of Christmas LP, only I have it on YouTube. I'll post a link to that again. I think I've already posted it before, but so I'll post a link to that. And we have we had a bunch of little stuff, and I was just like getting in gear, and then I'm like, my alarm went off, and it's like, oh no, I got a live stream, so I didn't want to cancel my stream. So I just decided, okay, I'll sit up in bed with my iPad and I'll wrap presents and hang out with people. So we did that. The thumbnail sketch that you guys saw or will see is actually 2 illustrations from a book that I'm working on by H.M. Smith called Light Will Find Our Door. And that's coming out. It's about solstice. And it's a beautiful story, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with everybody. I'll post the link to her Facebook author page that she's made for it. Not doing pre-orders yet, but it's going to be out very soon. And books, speaking of books, I'm going to jump right into it. I have, so this year we're doing Yellow Book of Flood, and I know I'm not pronouncing it completely right, mostly right, according to Google Translate anyway. I actually don't have any friends who are Icelandic, so I don't have an actual translation for it. Swedish I'm covered, but it's an Icelandic tradition to actually gift books and then spend the rest of the evening, Christmas Eve, reading and eating chocolate. And I am totally on board with that. So we all have books. Making sure my alarm doesn't go off again. And the ones, Issa already knows what hers is. Val doesn't know what his is. And I picked up a couple. I got this one last minute because it was so cute. It's all photos, and
it's not quite a gnome.
Look!
Oh my goodness!
Look! It's a polar bear, but it's all about this little girl named Anya, and there's actually 2 other books from the looks of it, but it's all photography. And it's just really, really precious. And I got it mainly for the photography. And then I read the story and I was just like, okay, I have to have it. So that is one. And I will put the link down below. It's the Christmas Wish. And let me go ahead and adjust my camera because it's going to start doing the disco thing. But the other one that I picked up that I am completely enthralled with is graphic novel. And it's the coolest thing. It's called Klaus by Boom Studios.
Yeah, Boom Comics. Yeah.
Boom Comics, Boom Studios.
Yeah, Boom Studios.
And it's basically Santa Claus as the superhero kind of anti-hero kind of thing. And there's 3 books. How great are these
Vampire
covers?
Slayer Santa? No.
Yeah, really. How great are these? I love the badass snowman there.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's the snowman you don't want to cross.
Yeah,
but they're really nice too because they've got gold foil. I don't know if you can see that or not on the covers. And then this is the final one. But it's the New Adventures of Santa Claus.
It's like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like
that's Dan Mora and Grant
whatever.
Morrison. Incredible artwork. Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
Love the story. It's not Witcher, but
Well, I would hope
it
not.
just kind of like makes me think of like a few comics that are,
Good grief.
you know, I mean, the art is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. But the story's great and I'm completely sucked into it. But it's How Santa Claus Began, Life and Times of Santa Claus, and the New Adventures of Santa Claus. So very cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I will link to this. Got them off Amazon. Love the fact that they use runes
Oh wow.
to number it, which is just cool.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. 2 and 3.
It's very cool. But so those are my books.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
those are my yellow book of flood reading.
That would be the back. Here we go. So I thought about this one before recommending it because I started reading a second book by this author, and really just read this one if you're going to. This is historical fiction. It's called The Historian. It's by Elizabeth Kostova. I'll let you hold that up.
Book dust jacket go.
I never had one.
Oh.
They mailed it out to me that way. So
I think I actually have a copy of this, and I just haven't read it yet.
I never had a. If you like historical fiction and you like Dracula fiction and you like historical letters and things like that in your stories and things like that, and you know, someone kind of following a type of, you know, investigative path, then this book was well paced. I enjoyed it. It picked up, and I read all of it like straight through. I made it a point every night to just read it an hour or two before I crashed out at night, and eventually I finished it because I don't read that fast. And for me to read, whatever this is
though.
Almost 700 pages in hardcover format, and it was really well written. It was enjoyable, and I was surprised by it. So,
yeah, that's one I know you.
And that's her first novel. That was her first novel when she published. So, I mean, that's.
I know you poured over that one for
it took me.
But you were like seriously into it.
It took me months to read this book, and not because I put it down and then picked it back up again. It just took me that long to read it, and I was enjoying it. I actually went back in and I think I read a chapter or two over again because I just really wanted to read that section over again. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So.
But yeah, the books have been like pouring through here. I had forgotten to call Drac and let him know we were streaming, so I forgot to call you. So we're on. But so yeah, the digital advent thing has been going really good, and the digital advent is going. We've got 2 more. We've got today, tomorrow, and Christmas Day left for downloads. I'm gonna leave them up till the end of the month. If you are interested in jumping in on the downloads, make sure you sign up before the end of the month to get all 25. And then the next, plus you'll get the stuff below it too. I'm going to pull them on midnight, December 31st. So they will not be available January. So if you want them, you'll need to download them. And even if you don't have a printer, you can take the files and go print personal copy at like Staples or Office Depot or something. And the last half of them, I've been doing stuff that you can use for every day, not just Christmas stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So that's been going on. Sorry, I'm kind of scattered today. Been doing a lot of Christmassy craft stuff on my live streams. And
a tree.
Yeah.
I like the tree. The tree's cool.
So let me get my
with the bunny, of course.
Get my focus going on in here. So these are just little jars that I've flipped over and made into kind of like waterless snow globes. So I've got that one. That was the second one I made. I like how the tree came out. And then this one, I may or may not go in and actually color it, but I really kind of like the black and white. And I've got a pin stuck in the back there and painted the bottom of it white. So, but those were fun to make. And of course, snowflakes and stars, and we've been doing all that. But I'm trying to think what else has been going on. Got a really cool thing. I was looking around on when I was doing some Christmas shopping, and I wasn't supposed to get this until after Christmas. But thank you to somebody shop that was very alert. It was a seller on Amazon. This is the only way to get an audio of Nick Bantock's
Forgetting Room. Oh, wow.
Is on cassette.
Uh-huh.
It came out in 97.
Well, that would be why, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but they never did a CD, and it's not available on Audible or anywhere else. So I got I had the cassette, misplaced or lost the cassette. And so I haven't been able to listen to it in forever. It's narrated by Campbell Scott.
Oh, wow.
And absolutely love this one. I have the paperback copy of the book too, but I found this. So, hey, good morning. Sorry, I had to like stealth, not so stealth, because I know my mic picked up on it. I had to call you because I totally zoned on calling you before we started streams. So I was like stealth calling you down here in my lap and couldn't talk, but the cassette to MP3 converter, basically it uses Audacity, which I already had on my computer, and you plug it into your PC and it'll convert. You can play the audio. It doesn't really work with like a regular Walkman unless they've got the USB port. It's the same thing. This was super cheap. I want to say it was like $15.
That's not bad, really.
And so now I have an MP3 of this that I can listen to
wherever.
Yeah. It does have a little bit of, like when you're playing a record player, there's that denser quality little thing. You like definitely have a little bit of that on here. Yeah, you have. Well, it gets crackly every once in a while.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
well, that's normal too.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember,
but it's better than not having it, which is awesome.
I can remember lots of stuff I had on cassette that just had this. If you listen very carefully, there's that slight sound as the rest of it plays. Yeah. And if you're listening for it, you can usually pick it up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I have a new toy for January for my Etsy shop. So I have a little vending machine
for your Etsy shop.
For my Etsy shop.
Are you putting art in it instead of? Is that what you're doing?
No, because the little gumball machine thing won't fit in it. But it's got a little drawer, and I've seen a lot of people on Etsy do this where now they're charging like $10, $11. If I do that, it's going to have some extra stuff in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have little stones, little charms, maybe like a little slip of paper that is a random sticker draw, or, something that I can use to add other stuff that won't fit in the machine. Is that what you were telling me about yesterday? That makes yes. Yep. I can send you the link to it, and I'm going to have the link to it in the description below afterwards too. But yeah, so you load it in the back, and then when you pull the handle, it fills the drawer. So I'm going to be selling like drawer pulls. So whatever's in the drawer you get. So it's random. I've got Ko-fi, K-O-F-I set up. So on my Twitch live streams, if somebody wants to do one of these, they can just donate through Ko-fi. Ko-fi doesn't take any fees. So, or even just PayPal me. They want to do that, and then I'll do a drawer pull on stream. I can't do it via Twitch because Twitch takes forever to pay out. So, so doing Ko-fi or PayPal is a lot better. So we're gonna do that. What else has been going on? Presents, and I have the mile-long food list today for grocery shopping that I'm picking up the rest of the stuff today, and Issa and I are going to start baking and cooking, and we're taking all the wrapped presents, which have filled my chaise, over to over, so we're not having to haul that tomorrow.
Yeah, like at least half your side of the bed last night was full. It was like, wow.
So if you want to watch me, if you want to watch a boring stream and watch me wrap presents, you can watch me live on Twitch yesterday, my stream last night. So, but and I told everybody, I was like, I'll see you on Tuesday, and I totally forgot about today. I was like, yeah, because Saturday, since it's Christmas Day, I don't think we're gonna do anything on Twitch. If we do, it might be a quick hello like I did for Thanksgiving.
So did you move it to today?
Move what?
Oh, wait.
No, my 12
today's
o'clock.
Thursday. Oh.
Yeah, my 12 o'clock art stream on Saturday is Christmas Day.
Right. Like I said, so are you doing it today then?
No.
Or okay.
No.
I'm confused. Never mind. You made it sound like you were moving it because it was Christmas on the day you would be doing it. That's why I was like, are you doing it today?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Drink your coffee.
Yes.
Drink your coffee, Muppet Man.
Yeah, okay.
Says the woman wearing deer antlers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we have a few things. I need to come on for just a few minutes. Well, it's one of those things where I'll probably just get everybody on camera, do it on the iPad, and just say hi and Merry Christmas and Blessed Yule and all that. And I will probably remind me to take my antlers over. But these are probably the nicest set of antlers that I've had. I had the dorky little ones with the little bells and lights and stuff in the past, but these I have to keep remembering that I'm wider than I am because I keep catching the door frame.
Yeah.
So, but so Mom is coming Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so I'm very happy about that. And remind me, we're supposed to Zoom with my cousin on Christmas Day. So Sandy.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll do
nice.
Zoom calls with family, hopefully, and catch up with everybody. What else is going on? I can't think. Not good podcast material. I did pick up some stuff. If you are heavy into tech and you're at your desk a lot, I found a stone. It's called Shungite that actually absorbs EMF. So if you're stuck behind a computer a lot, that's, kind of helps with that. I got a black crescent moon necklace. It's caught up in the cords over here right now. And then I got Val, Lisa, and I all one of these just because the towers were a lot more expensive and the pyramid just looks kind of cool. But you just place it on your desk and they stay cold to the touch, but it's got a little bit of a raw edge around the corners and then the rest of it's polished. But
Yeah.
I'll link to this. This is also I don't think I got these off Etsy. I think the necklaces I got off Etsy, but these I got off Amazon. And they're not too expensive. So, but I've noticed I don't feel as heavy.
Yeah.
And I don't have the headaches. Like I'll start to get a headache and I'll get up and walk away because I work and do a lot of stuff on the computer, and I have 2 cameras,
Two
a
monitors.
mic, 2 monitors, a Wacom tablet, a big Cintiq tablet, a sound bar. So I have like, electronic central here.
Well, by comparison, you
this
have
has
the
helped.
recording studio in the house compared to Isa or myself. So
Yeah, I have a lot more
Fair
tech
enough.
stuff, but it's still nice to have that. The other thing I picked up, I haven't bought a magazine in forever, but I actually really love this one. It's called Bella Grace. And this is the cozy issue, which I was all over. But it has like prompts and things you can write in here, and there's a lot of essays. I'm going to be submitting some work to them for this next year, and that's I haven't figured out what my word for 2022 is yet. Perseverance is a good one, but in the past I've done like Someday Is Now, and we planned trips and did some traveling. I've done Finish, where I had a bunch of stuff on my plate and I needed to just get everything done and just systematically go through and finish stuff. Yes, it's a gemstone, considered a crystal, but yeah, it's called Shungite. So it looks like hematite. It definitely does not feel necessarily like hematite. Like this will stay cold. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Those do look good, better than the ones Mo has. Don't tell her. Yeah, these are plastic. These are like hard plastic with that fuzzy stuff on the outside of it. And they were like super cheap. And I wasn't too thrilled with the bunny ears I got. They look more like foxes. Like I'm gonna have to modify these or something because people have been on Twitch have been doing jackalope, and I'll put both of them on, but it doesn't really look rabbit to me. I don't know. I might make my own, but yeah, these are fun. But there's submissions that I'm doing all this next year. I'm still torn on doing conventions live. Imaginarium is a smaller crowd. I know them. I know the people that go. And so I'm debating. It's in July. So we'll see how we fare through the winter with COVID and everything. I'd really, really like to do the in-person version of the Imaginarium. It is the only convention I actually sponsor. And we've been in person one time before COVID. Yeah, 2019, did the virtual 2020, 2021, earlier this year, we did the virtual, and they've made it a hybrid, which has been great. They did have the in-person one this year, and to my knowledge, they didn't have any cases because everybody was super on it as far as, sanitizing and wearing their masks and being vaxxed and all that. So with any luck, we'll be able to do the in-person for that this next year. But Issa and I are working on some ideas as far as I'm going to do like an online gallery show. I have a couple places that I can actually do, like Kentucky Theater. I can do an actual gallery show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be there. My work can be there. And just kind of shifting gears with my stuff a little bit and focusing more on the publishing. And I have started taking clients again. Inadvertently, I had somebody sign up for the $60 Muse level on my Patreon. And they have decided to continue working with me and actually want to hire me to edit and do some other stuff and draw maps. So one of my brown coats. So I'm going to be doing that. And of course, I've got Heather's book coming out, and the art style is going to stay the same. I still do a lot of black and white, but I'm going to start bringing out more of my journaling style, where I was an architectural design major. And when we moved out of Florida, I wasn't able to continue the degree. They don't really offer that online. So I have to be in person for that. And school loans, forget it. I've got those covered for doing my master's and my grad certificate at Full Sail. So, which that actually wasn't even the bulk of it. Me doing community college originally years ago is what kind of screwed me on that. But I have, if you guys follow my work, you've seen my handwriting and my all caps, architectural style handwriting. A lot of my journaling work has that, and I'm going to start incorporating that more into cards and prints. And it's just really a style that I want to do more publicly. I've just it's been relegated to my personal journals and that kind of stuff, which I'll post every once in a while, and everybody oohs and ahs over it. So I'm like, why haven't I done this for regular stuff? So that's what I'm going to do. Do you have any ideas or plans or anything that you're wanting to do for?
No, I mean, I've had some students recently, which is nice, but a small influx of students. And I actually had, something happened to one group of students, and they had to be moved to a week later. So they withdrew from one that would have started last week, and they're in this week's class. I just started with them yesterday afternoon, which was great because it was really nice to see them finally. It was like I got on the camera and I was like a dog meeting new people. It was like it's so nice to finally see you guys. It was great. So, and that felt really good because I'd been in communication with the parent because she had to pull them out and move them. So yeah, and that was just really exciting.
Scheduling
it was just really exciting to see to finally get to meet them and teach for them because it's exciting. So yeah, but otherwise, no, I'm
just being support staff basically for me and Issa. Ooh, don't want to poke you in the head there. Hi. Took an eye out with the.
That's okay. I saw a meme yesterday. It was like Rudolph silhouetted, like looking towards Santa, and Santa's got this like horrified look on his face, and he's got like a set of like flash headlights or floodlights out looking at this like blood covered Rudolph, and it said they used to laugh and call him. So I'm like, whoa.
Okay, you have to send me that.
I will see if I can find it. It was on my Facebook feed yesterday.
That is epic.
Yeah, I was just epic. Like, what?
They used to laugh and call it.
Yeah.
I can hear the narration for that. Oh my gosh. Just wrong. Just wrong. Oh, this was one of the things I was gonna.
Oh, yeah, so I noticed that.
I had a bunch of these. It's for the vending machine.
Oh.
So they're little tiny little bunnies. They're little resin bunnies.
It's cute.
So these guys are going to be in the vending machine. And yeah, except they don't have any noses. For some reason, they have a nose, but they're not inked.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just white. But that's okay. They're cute. So we have bunnies I have bunnies in there and little stones and charms. I got some moon, sun, and star charms.
Mm-hmm.
I got some little cat charms that I know everybody's going to go nuts over. So, but trying to think. Game wise, I did Minecraft yesterday and I started building. So if you want to watch something kind of Christmassy, my Twitch stream has snow. And I was building at an area on Realm that Val had found that we've nicknamed the Matterhorn because it's this massive mountain area that has this huge cave. The cave update for Minecraft is incredible. So I started building a Christmas village on top. So there's like the mountain and then there's two flat areas. One of them I kind of terraformed. And then I have a wooden bridge going between the two of them, but it's going to be really cool. I kind of almost want to take some wool and some other stuff and build like Santa's sleigh with the reindeer going across the top.
You could.
Or just one flying reindeer. But we got to talking about, disclaimer, those items are not edible. I've got a little white bag that I'm going to mail out everything in and plan to have a zine in there that's going to have some information. That's a good point. Especially like the child warning, little tiny things don't put in your mouth kind of stuff. But we came up with some ideas, or I came up with some ideas while I was on stream for, I think in the snowy areas, in the villages, I think it would be really cool if the villagers look like Sami and they have reindeer. Even if it's just for Christmas, I want reindeer.
They don't quite, but if you create villagers in certain snow biomes, they do have that light blue and brown with like the armor smith has that thing that looks like it looks like a woodchuck sitting on his head.
It does.
I know it's like a blast. I know it's like a welding helmet.
Sami's more like
I know it looks more like a welding helmet, but sitting on top of his head like that, the thing looks like a woodchuck or a beaver sitting up on top of his head.
I know. I haven't been able to unsee it.
Yeah, I know. It's every time I look at him, I'm like, dude, are you the poobah? I mean, it's like
the old.
But what's interesting?
Mammoth.
Here's another interesting tidbit you may or may not have noticed too is the librarians. That red and yellow flat hat that they wear has a ribbon. It's a book on top of their head. Go back in.
I think I thought it was a fez.
Go back in and look at. They have a book on top of their head.
Across snow village.
Well, just put librarian. It'll pull up the image for librarian. It doesn't have to say snow villager. It's just the librarian villager.
I just want to see.
No, you just want librarian. The snow ones have that light blue. But the actual librarian, right there, the small photo with all of them. Right there, bottom right, second one over.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, he's got he's got like a book on his head.
I was totally thinking that was like a fez.
No.
That's what came to mind.
Yeah, he's got a ribbon popping out of the bottom of the book there. He's got the book on top of his head.
That's funny.
It's perfect. Yeah.
That's funny. Now, do we have snow villagers like that in the game?
No.
Okay, that's a mod.
Yeah.
They've got some that have the whole Nanook of the North thing going on with the the Eskimo, like almost like Inuit stuff. That's pretty cool. But it's a book.
Yeah.
It's got a red bookmark coming out of it, and he's got a book on his head. Mm-hmm. Sure enough. Like I said, I thought it was a
well, I mean, yeah, it could pass for a fez, but I mean, it's got a little ribbon hanging down like a bookmark. So.
Yeah. I just didn't really pay much attention to it. And I usually pay attention to details like that. But if they're running around, I'm not going to chase them. I see it in passing and then, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. The llamas, I'll sit and look at the different patterns and the different colors because I like those. Mm-hmm. I think they're pretty cool.
Like when you put the carpets on them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the different color carpets. Yeah. But I really, really think it would be fun to do that. And I actually have a list of things I'm going to suggest. Glass stairs and glass slabs. Yeah, see, it's like,
ooh, I didn't think of that, but then again,
glass stairs and glass slabs.
Then again, I've never seen glass stairs either.
Yeah, doing the observatories, doing a greenhouse. I have an observatory window off the side of the Santa mountain house.
Yeah.
The one area that I'm kind of making into like a apothecary kind of room. Mm-hmm. I found out the roots will hang off wood and stuff because I have the shelves and everything, and I put roots around off the shelves on the top. Mm-hmm. And it looks kind of cool. But and then I want to say it was Pixie said something about it doing a glass blower villager.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can go to the glass blower.
Well, here's the
stairs.
Right now, the I think it's the librarian that gives you glass, so you can make like glass bottles with.
Yeah.
But
I think that was Pixie.
Is it the librarian? I think it's the librarian. Yeah, it's the one you trade paper with. Yeah. So it'd be the librarian.
Yeah.
So
because I'm thinking for like underwater builds,
which seems like an odd choice. I would think the guy that gives you all water mechanics. I would think the guy that gives you all the apothecary materials, the priest, would be the one that would be giving you glass to make glass bottles with. But the librarian is the one who gives you glass in trade. So that's kind of interesting. Cartographer just gives you maps of woodland and
cartographer does the panes of glass for emerald.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have
they have glass.
They do 4 to 5 glass for an emerald. Glass is renewable, used to craft beacons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, so it looks like cartographer and librarian both do glass. I just get in and play and build stuff. Because it's kind of like having if you've never played Minecraft, it's like having an unlimited supply of any kind of Lego.
Yeah.
Without having to step on them in the middle of the night.
I think that's why sometimes I'm like not necessarily motivated to just build something big, because it's like I have so many things I can do. It's almost like I need to like think of what I want to do first.
Yeah. Well, that's why playing in survival.
My eyes are watering.
I think that's why you enjoy survival more, because it's a challenge. And you're having to craft your own, stuff.
And even in survival mode, it's funny because several times when I've gotten on a server, if I'm going to create a structure, it's been a long house. It's been like a Norse long house.
Yeah, that's big, because usually you're.
But I build a really
castles.
Cool looking,
Yeah,
long
usually
house,
you're doing castles. Andy as Yoda has got some amazing builds, and we've been looking at some of his stuff. The one that he did that was the Snowy Village was kind of what inspired me to do the one on the Matterhorn.
Yeah, the taiga area.
Yeah, the taiga
build that he did.
So
I have to send you that video.
Yeah, I actually want to. I have it.
Oh, you do?
Okay. Yeah, and I'm on his Andy's Patreon too. So, but I'll link those in the description. He got a couple of pieces of my artwork and actually framed it and sent me a photo, and he showed it on live stream, and he gushed about my Patreon and about me and everything else the last time I popped in on his live stream, and I was just like, oh my gosh. But super sweet guy. He's based in the UK and just amazing builder. And I got the biggest compliment from Zach, I think. Last night asked me on stream if I built for Andy because he liked what I was building and I was super fast with it. So I'm like, thank you.
Well, you have gotten on and helped them build things, but
I have done it. I have done it quite a bit. But I go in and I don't try and do any of the support staff stuff like Andy does, where he'll start building something and then he has somebody else come in and do things. I'll go in and do the interiors because I love doing all the little details. And I'm apparently really good at straightening stairs because he'll add a level and he'll be using World Edit and something won't mesh right or match up right, or he's like, can somebody fix this? So I'll go in and do the stairs when I'm there. Stair master.
I mastered the stairs.
The stair master. But sorry, Shrek moment. But yeah, it's fun. Andy's just amazing to watch, and he has some really beautiful builds. The one massive build that he did off somebody else's map was just huge, just absolutely incredibly huge. And he has all the downloads and everything on his Patreon, which is really cool. But well, when Andy has others build things for him, he does direct them to what needs to be done. Yeah. He's usually really quick though, and my brain does not work like that sometimes. But he's got some really inspiring stuff.
I have a hard time.
Pixel has some really nice little builds. She's very compact. They're very compact with their stuff.
But this is why I don't necessarily build with other people, is because I may have an idea of what I'm building if it's mine. But if you were to lay a pattern down and then be like, oh, can you fill this in? And I'm just kind of like, huh? I just don't have I'm not quick enough to just pick up and go, okay, yeah, I'll just lay this tile down,
the D&D city.
Yeah.
That's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I remember watching that for a while.
On one of the last streams I watched, did a flyby over the whole city. And it was just like, it was like, excuse me while I wipe the drool off my chin, because it's epic. It is amazing. And it's one of those builds that it's just like, you must have had 500 people work on this with you. And it's like, no, probably about 5. And they did it for 5 hours. And just, I mean, they're really super fast. And the ones that have been building with him for a long time really are fast with it. Like, he'll put down 3 blocks and they'll just fill it in. They know exactly what's going on. And it's just like, and I'm still trying to figure out, okay, where does this go? Okay, that goes there. And I think I'm too worried about the last couple of times when I just went in and did it. I just went in and did whatever I wanted to, whatever I thought looked good, anything that fit with what he was doing, and didn't worry about it. And I think that's, yeah. Plus, Andy only lets people who he trusts and are good builders. I was surprised when he asked me to build with him. Which videos did you work on the D&D city? Because that is such an epic build. I don't think. Maybe I did. I helped with something, but I think it was the one where it was the wall, castle wall or the bridge.
Oh.
Build. I think. I don't think it was the city. It did help out with the one big building, the castle that might have been in where I did the stairs and did some of the other stuff.
I remember when he
that
did
was
the
within the city
library observatory thing with the big domed roof and everything. I remember when he made that too, and that was really cool.
Yeah, see, that's where I think something would really be cool for having the stairs and the slabs with glass.
The glazed terracotta, I think, on they had put down on the floor in that, and it looked really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and doing the parquet floor, I've gotten into doing that. Paul's been doing that. Paul Swartz Jr. has a
Cave Life hardcore series right
that's
now.
Really cool.
I think
he's got a really cool little base.
Like 6 episodes. They're not more than half an hour each, usually, give or take. Sometimes they're shorter. Sometimes they're like 25. So
I took a break from Minecraft for a while because it was just kind of like, okay,
well,
I've done everything.
He comes back on when they update it.
Yeah.
He doesn't play all the time. He'll wait till they like have a full release and actually bring the features out.
Yeah.
And then he'll do like 12 or 16 in a row.
Yeah.
Playing in that update, and then he won't have any more for a while.
He's been completely enthralled with the cave update, and that's just I love that lush cave build he's working caves, on. Period. I love caves. I have caves worked into Odonasha. And I'm increasing my skill with World Painter because I really want to build the entire island and the tunnels and everything in World Painter. And at least as a place to start. And then what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to build it on the Realm. And go ahead and get other people to help me with it. I don't know if you can export from Minecraft into World Painter, because it'd be nice if I could build the base of it and then put it in the Realm, and then I might not be able to do it in the Realm.
The way they have,
I might have to do it on a multiplayer. I'll have to figure that out, but
with what they've done with the mountains now, you might be able to find one made that you don't necessarily have to use.
You see here, it's like
World Painter or World Edit for, because like that one I found the other day that you're building on now, that was absolutely epic. I was just like, what?
Yeah, the Matterhorn.
It's like, look, I found Tibet.
Crazy. Yeah,
it
is. I'll have to post links to the photos.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna post those on Instagram. So yes, there were parts of the city named after me, and at the end, they would all voted to make me king. Oh, that's so funny. I'll find the screenshots and DM to. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cave woman with your cave. I'm assuming your caveman husband. Yeah. The speaking of caves, there is something I found out in Louisville that's running till January 2nd.
That cave under Louisville.
They have
with the
a
Christmas
zip
lights
line that goes through the cave. And the other thing they have is a lights tour that you can drive through. So it is a no contact Christmas lights extravaganza in the cave that you can drive through. And it's till January 2nd. And I really want to go.
Whose Facebook post I saw the other day?
Jennifer.
And someone
Jennifer Noren.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, she posted it. And I was just like, oh, what's this? Because I still want to do the riverboat.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I did renew it. So if you want to get in and play,
yeah, it's up.
I didn't know that it wasn't set to auto renew. So I went when I started the stream. I went in and it was like, oh, hold on a minute.
They've had an issue with the auto renew recent. Yeah. When I was still re-upping Dragonfly, the one that's on my list, you had to go back up to the site and
which still comes up in French for me.
Re-enter your card to pay and pay manually.
Yeah.
Like with your whatever your
that's what
debit card or credit card is, because it wasn't auto drawing the money. It would decline it, and then I would have to go in manually and redo it. Mm-hmm. So whatever they've implemented, at least a few times I've tried, it declines your card on an auto renew, and then you have to re-up it.
I don't know if it's a security thing or
I'm not sure.
Know. But it was kind of like, really?
But it's like they used to charge you less if you were on auto renew. So I'm not quite sure why you can't auto renew now, but they still give you the old price. I was still only paying whatever it was, $7.99. Yeah, so which just felt strange. It's like, wow, they're giving me the discount anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Not going to complain.
Yeah, so it's Lights Under Louisville, and it's Louisville Mega Cavern. And is
it actually a cave?
It's a cave. It's the cave, and they've decorated it out with decorations and everything else. And now
I didn't know they had a cave.
Now you can drive through. There's a zip line. It's that big.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's Louisville Mega Cavern. I'll link to both of them. I'm pulling them up here so that I have it for my links and remember what to put in here. Yeah, they have a tram. They have a walking thing. They have a quest thing for the kids, and they have zip lines. It's huge.
My goodness.
It's absolutely huge. My big butt is not going to get on a zip line. I wouldn't have a problem with it, but with the way my health is, I wouldn't want to chance something happening because I wouldn't recover. If I was in better health, something like that, I'd have jumped all over. Back when I was in the SCA and fighting heavy weapons and, lifting weights and overall better health. I get injured. Okay, I recover. But now it's like,
I'm
being in a hospital right now.
Even I'm a lot heavier than I was even 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So
what is it? The COVID-20?
It's not.
That's
20.
What everybody calls it. COVID-20.
It ain't 20.
Yeah, no. I've actually dropped
when I left Panera,
but not for good reasons.
Here in Richmond, I weighed 160, 162 in that neighborhood, 158 somewhere in that neighborhood. I probably am close to 180.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more like 25. Since I left.
I don't really notice it unless you mention
running my hind end off.
Oh my gosh.
Every day.
I get tired just watching you.
But yeah.
He'd be 500 miles an hour. He was legendary, literally legendary. He had somebody, his manager down in Florida,
Brett down in Florida,
actually wrote on a job review thing that he was legendary. Mm-hmm. And they all wish they had like 10 of them.
The administration office down in Tampa pulled some money together and bought me
the watch,
the Casio watch,
the
nice Casio watch with the Panera logo. So that was really sweet.
I was like, it's got the logo.
I'd known those people 12 years. Most of them, So yeah.
Well, 11 years because you did your 12th year up here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then then I retired.
It was over 10.
Yeah. Then I retired you.
Yeah.
So you could teach work from home. So, but working from home, especially the last couple of years, has saved us. I've got new classes I'm launching. finally I got it. I had to flesh out more of the description and everything. So I've got a podcasting class that I'm going to do. I'm going to do one on how to start a Twitch channel. I'm going to do one for the older kids because they have to be a certain age for that. And how to set up a YouTube channel. The sticker business one, I'm going to start promoting more. And I really want to do some kind of a club. They have an ongoing class that you can do that is...
I wish
the kids can come in and out and do stuff. I mean, you can do something with a writing.
I wish I knew how to do flex class for my class because it would be really easy to...
Because you've had some students that have been like, hey, can we do a club kind of thing?
I've had one or two parents say, if you had a club for world building, my son would be all over it.
Yeah.
You know, but...
The flex classes are hard to wrap my head around. I want to do like my Wednesday stream where I was doing the contributed words. I want to do a flash fiction version that's a vocabulary builder and do that as an ongoing class. So everybody every week. So basically they pay $10 or $12. They come in and they can take as many as they want for that price each session. So for an hour, $10 for an hour, come in, have discussion group, do, you know, creative writing prompts, that kind of thing, where, you know, I talk a little bit, talk about writing, talk about screenwriting, answer questions. We do like a 10-minute writing sprint, and then do the contributed words like I did with my writers group and then with Twitch, and do something like that. So I have that worked up. It's in draft right now. And it's the flex class part that I'm kind of figuring out.
For me, that with that, my class is already essentially something that you could watch the recording, and I just post the week's classwork 3 or 4 days ahead of time. You have the work on the board already, and then you just listen to the recording.
I want to get you on a world building panel with Imaginarium.
Okay. Go ahead and include me. I don't have a problem with that.
I think I'll talk to Holly and
I teach it. I have students right now who've been emailing me this week, which is great.
Yeah.
I actually have awesome interaction from a couple of students right now.
You could probably teach a workshop.
I could teach my class to the adults, but it would have to be in an outside location, or something like that. But each section usually is an hour lecture, so yeah. It could be cut down a little bit from what that is. It'd probably be more like a half an hour, or if I did each topic as a half an hour.
Yeah, I think 90 minutes with a break is about the extent.
Because I could do...
I'd have to help you configure it, but it'd be great for those that are interested in writing. Yeah, I really... Because I came up with that originally when we were... my best friend at the time and I were playing Scrabble. We both had writer's block. I actually don't believe in writer's block. But because I think just the sheer idea of writer's block blocks you. But there's always ways around it and ways to motivate yourself in different directions. Shifting your perspective, just a lot of things that can be done with that. And we started, I was like, hey, we've got all these really cool words. Why don't we write a story? So we challenged each other to, write a story from 1 month to the next. It was a short story. And then I did the Wednesday stream, and it was supposed to be a flash fiction because I want to write shorter because I want to do a book of essays. I want to do a book of short stories. And I need to, novel length fiction. I am better with that. But this, trying to write shorter, that's one of my goals for 2022, is do the anthology book. So that works really well in that kind of a situation with Outschool. So, which if you're interested in teaching on Outschool, the link will be below. I have a link for that. Some of the
best children's books to read for short story are the R.L. Stine books.
Yeah.
R.L. Stine is the master.
Now, those are considered like chapter
40. Yeah, but
books.
They're 40 pages?
Yeah.
They're never more than this big. My nephew Kevin, when he was between 6 or 7 years old and 10 years old, those were his favorite books to read.
Yeah.
Because they had spooky, scary elements, but they weren't I can't read this, I'm scared.
Yeah, I actually want to read and see.
They had that kind of ha-ha funny, but it's scary kind of.
Yeah.
And they were easy 40, maybe 50 page max. You could read them in a few hours over a couple of days at the worst.
Yeah. Or if you're like me.
So you might look at the story structure of some of those so that you have an idea of how short, where do I need to have certain elements within a certain number of pages?
Yeah.
Is the way to do that.
Yeah. I probably should pick up a couple of chapter books and smaller chapter books and see about reading those. Like Binti. Binti was super short. And I don't remember exactly
for sci-fi. A lot of the sci-fi I have is over 500 pages, so it's Binti looks a lot shorter.
there's 3 books and they're super thin. Binti I read in a day. The second one took me 2 days, and the third one was 2-3 days. But it's sci-fi, which I didn't usually read, and really liked it. The Amazon ad for Wheel of Time, which Wheel of Time we've watched. We have not watched Witcher yet. We're about to.
Got one more to watch.
And we got one more to watch.
After the 24th. The 24th is the last,
Wheel of Time.
The 8th episode for this season, and then whenever they're putting up season
it's really good. If you haven't watched Wheel of Time, we haven't read the books, so I couldn't tell you whether the books are better. Books are always better.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you if they stay true to the books or not. So that's, don't take it on that. But as far as standalone and seeing it with fresh eyes, I've really enjoyed it so far. But we are out of time for today.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Brandon Sanderson too, because Robert Jordan wrote most of those books, and then the last several books, Brandon Sanderson had to help ghostwrite the last couple of books, and then after Robert Jordan died, he wrote at least 1 or 2 books by himself to finish out the story.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Happy holidays! Blessed Yule! Happy Hanukkah! Whatever you celebrate. If you celebrate, even if you don't celebrate, have an absolutely fabulous weekend. Can't talk today. We will be back and wrapping presents hangover without the benefit of the alcohol. But we're gonna be prepping and cooking and baking and doing all that stuff today and tomorrow, and doing Christmas Eve with family, and then Christmas Day with family and friends. And so our hearts are with you. We love you guys. Merry Christmas to you too, Drac. Yeah, me wearing the antlers. But thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will be looking to improve, have a better idea of what we're talking about. We started out doing that and then just kind of went downhill from that, and now we just kind of ramble. So I want to get better at that. So we'll have categories, but
bullet pointed the night before.
So we're gonna try and start doing that again next week. And the coffee for today, by the way, was the Javalia.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. So
not a new one this week, but
it was
definitely
good to have you here, Jack.
Another one we found that is good. So that's the
Mhm.
medium roast Javalia, the house blend medium roast. So
And it's a very coffee and books Christmas. Oh my gosh.
oh yeah,
made by Amazon. But
Mhm.
but you guys take care. Love y'all, and we will see you later. Bye.